Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to do my end of year project pan update for you. I could have done better. I'm not gonna lie, I could have done better. I did pretty good. I did get through a bunch of travel sprays. I made some pretty big dents in some of my other ones. There are a few in here that I wish I would have made more progress on, but we'll talk about that as we go. So I'm gonna jump right in. I've got quite a few fragrances here. So the first one that I had in here that I completely forgot about is this one here. This is Alyssa Ashley Vanilla. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually happy that I did not work completely through this because this is a perfume that it's actually getting more difficult to find this one. I'm gonna take this out of my project pan, or I'm gonna take this out of my project pan for 2023 and just hang on to it because there's nothing groundbreaking about it. It reminds me a lot of Outremer Vanille. It's just this fluffy, sweet, really simple vanilla, but I really love it and it's really great for layering. I think the reason I wanted to work through this one is because I do have Outremer Vanille and it lasts way longer than Alyssa Ashley Vanilla, but I just like having it in my collection. So yeah, I am glad I didn't work through this one. I will show you guys how much progress I made though. So I did put Sharpie lines where I started. So I started there at the beginning of the year and that is how much I used up. So not too bad. I put a really big dent in it and I am proud of my progress on that one. So anyways, that is Alyssa Ashley Vanilla. Okay, let me show some travel sprays. So I had this one in here. This is Prada Tainted Love. This one is, this one's just had too much oxygen. You can tell by the color of it even. It's had way too much oxygen, or it's been too exposed. So I'm gonna just end up tossing this one. I got one good wear out of it, and I would have only gotten one more wear out of it. So I'm gonna end up just tossing this one out because again, it's old. I had 4 2 ml vials of it, and it was a Dapper style. So instead of leaving them in those Dapper styles, which I should have, I put it into an atomizer, and again it was just too exposed to too much air and it went off. I used most of it because I think again I had 4, I believe 2 ml vials, so I had 8 ml and this is a 10 ml, so it was definitely up to like here. I think it was, I don't know why I didn't mark this with Sharpie, but I want to say it was about a quarter of the way full when I started this year, and that's what's left. So I'm just gonna let it go because it needs to. I worked through all of my Ariana Grande travel sprays. So this is Ari. I worked through this. I love this fragrance. Yeah, I love this. I think Ari is probably my favorite one. So I will end up at some point picking up a full bottle of this. I really enjoy this. Super easy to reach for. Just a really nice celebrity fragrance. I really enjoy it. So yeah, that travel spray is gone. I also finished Sweet Like Candy. This one is not my favorite. It was, in fact, it's probably my least favorite, but my husband really loves this one, so I might end up picking up a full bottle of it. If I find a full bottle of it at like TJ Maxx or Ross for a good price, I'll pick it up. I'm not gonna go out of my way to like, you know, pick up a bottle, but I am proud of myself that I made it through that. I finally worked through, I had 2 of these Mr. Bubble perfumes. This is the original Bubble. It says Luxe by Mr. Bubble, and this is the original Bubble fragrance. So it smells exactly like Mr. Bubble Bubble Bath, if you guys remember that scent, which I absolutely love. It reminds me of, I mean, I don't even know. It's kind of like this weird, sweet, bubblegummy, powdery, fruity scent. It's very strange, but it's also really nice at the same time. But yeah, I've had this for a long time. I picked up, I think I had 2 different scents. I went through the first one, actually 3. I had 3 different ones. I went through the other 2 a long time ago. I hung on to this one because it's the original Mr. Bubble smell and I just wanted to keep it for whatever reason, but I decided earlier this year to work through it and let it go, which I did. So anyways, there's that one. Okay, this next one is this one I wanted to work through because this fragrance just does not last on me at all. I mean, I think I get about 5 minutes out of this after I spray it on. I spray it and then really within minutes, almost, I can almost not smell anything at all. This is the Jennifer Aniston fragrance, just the original Jennifer Aniston fragrance. I adore this perfume. It reminds me, it smells like an 80s. I love it. It smells like an 80s suntan lotion to me, or an 80s beachy floral. A lot of people were saying it smelled like Sand and Sable, but just like a watered down version of Sand and Sable, and I can definitely see that. I've got a little tiny bottle of Sand and Sable and I adore it. And that's what this smells like a watered down version of Sand and Sable. I didn't mark on this bottle because I do think it's a really pretty bottle. I didn't get very far. Well, I want to say this was about 3/4 of the way full when I started this year, and now it's about halfway full. So I made a really, really good dent in this. This is another one. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out of my project pan because I actually really enjoy this fragrance and I like having it in my collection. So yeah, and I know that when I finish this bottle, I will not repurchase it because of the performance issues with this one. So yeah, I'm gonna just take this one out. I do really enjoy this fragrance. So anyways, that is Jennifer Aniston. This is a Five Below fragrance. This is the one and only fragrance I've ever picked up from Five Below. I was not very impressed with this one, so I will probably never pick up another one, not unless somebody comes out and says that there's a fragrance that's like amazing, which I don't think is gonna happen. This will probably be my only foray into Five Below perfumes. But this one is called Vanilla Pearl, and it smells really, really nice. Every time I talk about this perfume, some of you out there can always figure out what it's a clone for. I can never figure it out. I want to say it's a clone for maybe a Victoria's Secret perfume. It's really pretty. It smells like a body spray is what it smells like, and it performs like a body spray. It's a really nice, really sweet, slightly floral, but like a sweet floral vanilla perfume. It's not bad at all. It just doesn't perform well, and it smells like body spray to me. So there is my little Sharpie mark. So that's how much I made, what, like a centimeter of a dent in it. That's the little tiny dent that I made in it. I just don't typically wear perfumes like this. I don't know. It smells, I think what I don't like about this one is it smells really, really juvenile to me. Like, it does smell like a body spray that you would pick up from like Aeropostale or something. Does that make sense? And not that you guys know me, I'm not snobby about fragrance at all. I'll literally wear anything if it smells good. And this does smell good. It's just, I don't know. It's just not me. It's not a me kind of fragrance. That is Vanilla Pearl. I'll probably, I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe use it as an air freshener, maybe use it as like a body spray. I don't know. I'll have to sit it in the bathroom and actually use it as a body spray like every day to get through it. So there's that one. Okay, this next one is another one that I'm actually glad I didn't get through, because this is another one that's getting really difficult to find. So this is a fragrance called Pure DKNY. I don't know if it's been reformulated, but it's been, like, the name has been updated. It's called Pure DKNY, a drop of vanilla now. And I wanna say last time I looked for a drop of vanilla, it was very difficult to find. So I've got this little tiny half-ounce bottle that only has like a quarter of it left. And yeah, I want to hang on to this now. It's a really, really beautiful, light, delicate, slightly sweet, vanilla, like warm skin scent. It's really, really nice. It doesn't perform great, but I really enjoy it. And I do want to, yeah, this is one that I do want to hang on to now. So I am glad that I didn't make it through this one. I didn't put a mark on this because I think the bottle is really cute. But I want to say this was about, it was about half full maybe when I first started this, maybe a little less than half full. So I've put a pretty good dent in it. So anyways, that is pure DKNY. Next is my old bottle of Lush Vanillary. So I've had this bottle for years and years. Somebody sent me a new bottle, a new full bottle. So I've been trying to work through this old bottle. Again, I don't know why. I think I added this one later in the game, which is why it doesn't have a mark on it. This one, I actually didn't make a ton of progress with this one. I want to say it's probably like the Vanilla Pearl. I've probably made about a centimeter of a dent in this one, and I don't know why. I love this perfume. I particularly love wearing it to bed. This is such a comforting and nostalgic smelling scent for me. This was my favorite one when Lush released a perfume line. I want to say it was in 2010 or 2011. It was right around when I met my husband. This was my favorite one. I adored Vanillary. It was the one that I went through like the fastest. I went through the whole little sample really, really fast because I was in love with it. And so it's just really, really nostalgic smelling for me, and I adore it. It's very, very comforting, which is why I end up wearing it to bed a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this in my project pan for this year because I really need to work through this, because I have another full bottle that I need to get going on, because I don't know if these actually expire. This one was made in 2017 and it says used by January 8th of 2021. So almost 2 years expired. It still smells incredible to me though. It still smells perfect. Again, I'm very familiar with this scent. It hasn't gone off at all. So it's definitely not expired. But I do want to work through this. So anyways, yeah, that one will go back in for this year. Next, we have my little 1/4 ounce bottle of Jessica Simpson Fancy. I think this one was almost full when I started, and I've got about 1/4 of it left. So just a couple mil left, and I'll go ahead and work through this one. I'll put it in this project pan, this year's project pan. I love this fragrance, but I can, even through the bottle, I can smell. A subscriber just sent me another bottle that is identical to this. I just wore it last week. It was an absolute beast on me. It lasted forever. It was so strong, so fragrant, such a beautiful perfume, and I love it. I love the way it smells. I just hate the performance of it, which is why I've had such a love-hate relationship with this fragrance. My bottle is trash though. This one is trash. That one, it's a different batch, I guess. Yes, it is a different batch because it's got a different batch code on the bottom, and it's totally opposite from this. Yeah, this one it's just not as strong as the other one. So I'm gonna leave this in and just go ahead and work through this. I've got probably 1 or 2 more wears left in this, and then it'll be done. So that is Jessica Simpson Fancy. I did pretty good with that. I made a good dent. Okay, this next one, this is a fragrance that I got off of Mercari. I bought it pretty much for the bottle. It's got this really cool like 1920s flapper girl and this kind of dandy guy on the front. And I bought it off of Mercari for like $15. It's a huge amount of perfume. It came from, I think the woman who was selling it said it came from a boutique in Paris. It's got this sticker on the bottom. It's numbered. It says number 703. This is from a brand called Laro Marine. It is made in France. This bottle, the only way I can spray it is upside down because it doesn't have, it doesn't have a stick in it. I think subscribers have figured out that this is the, this is Outremer. This is actually the original formulation of the Outremer Vanille. So yeah, I wanted to just work through this because I don't know how old it is. I have no information on it, but I'm not having any success working through this, so I'm just gonna pull it out. I love it for the bottle, and yeah, I'm just gonna pull it out and keep it. It's a pretty amazing little fragrance, and it smells so good. It's just, it doesn't perform well at all. But yeah, it is this really beautiful vanilla. So anyways, there's that one. I'm gonna pull this one out and just keep it. Okay, next we have got these Elizabeth Arden green tea fragrances. So the first one is Elizabeth Arden Green Tea Lavender. This one, I feel like because these are so inexpensive these days, I'll show you. That's it. I basically started with this completely full. There is my mark. So I made, again, about a centimeter of a dent in this one, so I didn't make very much progress at all. This is a huge bottle though. This is a 3.3 ounce bottle. The only reason I want to work through these is because I'm afraid that they're gonna go bad quickly. I don't know, I just don't have much faith in these really inexpensive fragrances anymore. I remember when green tea came out, like when the original green tea came out, and it was really, really expensive, and now you can pick these up at TJ Maxx or Marshall's for like $9.99. They're so inexpensive, and I feel like because they are so inexpensive that they're gonna go off really quickly, which is really the only reason I wanted to work through them. But I love these. This one particularly smells beautiful. It smells just like the original green tea, but it's got this really beautiful, fresh lavender scent. It's very calming smelling. It's very zen. The original green tea is a very calming zen fragrance. So this one is even more so with that lavender note. It's gorgeous. I'm just gonna pull this one out and just use it. I think the pressure to get through such a big bottle when I had so many other fragrances to work through as well, I think the pressure of that just made me, like, I don't know, really not want to pull this one and wear it because I knew it was never gonna happen. So I made a little bit of progress. I wore it a few times, but just not enough. So anyways, I'm just gonna pull this one out. So that is Elizabeth Arden Green Tea Lavender. And I basically put all of my Elizabeth Arden green tea fragrances in this project pan, all for the same reason. Like, I'm afraid that they're just gonna go off and I wanna wear them before they do. So this is the original green tea. This is a much more manageable bottle for me. This is just a 1 ounce. I made a much bigger dent in this one, probably because it felt more manageable to me. I love this perfume. This is such a nostalgic fragrance for me. It's so nostalgic. This came out when I was in middle school and I loved it, and everybody wore it, myself included. I think I had the body cream that went with it. Like, it came in a set. I think I would get the perfume and the body cream, and I wore it for like 3 years in middle school. Maybe from, like, I don't know, 7th to 9th grade or something. I adored it. I still adore it. I think it's beautiful. It was a beast back then though. It lasted really, really long. You would, like most fragrances, you could spray it on once and you would be good. Not anymore. It's pretty abysmal now. I can get, I don't know, a couple hours out of it maybe. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull this one out and just not put that kind of pressure on myself. And then the last one is this one here. This is the Green Tea Cherry Blossom fragrance. And this is the one that I probably did the worst with. There's my little Sharpie mark. And yeah, I barely made the tiniest dent in this one. Also because this is my least favorite one. I still think it's beautiful, but it's just not. I like the other two better. This one is pretty, but this one does smell like it's starting to go off a little bit, which is what I was afraid of. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out and just use it as like an air freshener or something, because I do want to use it before it goes off. This one, it's not even smelling like green tea to me at all. It's just, it's kind of starting to smell oddly lightly fruity, which it's not a fruity scent. Cherry Blossom is another like super zen smelling perfume or note. So this one will come out and become an air freshener. Okay, this next one, this is another one that I'm glad that I didn't put a mark on this because I love the bottle. I'm glad that I did not work through this, and the only reason let me tell you what we're talking about. This is the Body Shop White Musk Smoky Rose. I absolutely adore this perfume. This is long discontinued. It's gotten really difficult to find. The only reason I wanted to work through it is because, again, I've had it for a very, very long time. I'm afraid that it's gonna go off, and I wanna wear it before it does go off. My suspicions were correct, because this one has changed. It's definitely not, it's definitely not the same anymore. It doesn't even smell, I'm not smelling the rose in it at all anymore. I'm gonna wait until like maybe tomorrow, when I'm not sitting here smelling a million things, and try to smell it again to see if, but I'm pretty sure this one's gone off, and I'm so sad. I was so hoping, which I had a feeling that that was gonna happen, which was why I wanted to work through it. It definitely did not smell like this at the beginning of the year. So it's definitely changed. I think it's even too far gone. Well, let me try something. It's definitely changed. I don't know if it's too far gone that I can't wear it anymore. It's not off as in it smells stinky or rancid or anything weird like that. It just doesn't smell right. So yeah, I'll have to see if it's still wearable. I will try to work through it as quickly as I possibly can, because oh, I'm so sad. I had a feeling that was gonna happen though. So anyways, that is the Body Shop White Musk Smoky Rose. Next we have got a roll-on, a rollerball perfume. This is from Yves Rocher. This is from the Secrets d'Essence collection. And this is the one called Vanille Noir. This one doesn't smell like anything to me. In fact, I need to just throw it away. I need to just throw this one away, because it literally smells like nothing. I don't know if I'm anosmic to it. I don't feel comfortable reselling it, because I wouldn't want somebody to get this and it's just the fragrance is terrible, but I literally smell nothing. So yeah, this one's just gonna go in the trash, because I have no desire to even try to wear this. It doesn't smell like anything. So it was really sad, but I remember being really, really disappointed by this one when I first got it some years ago. Yeah, so anyways, that one is Vanille Noir from Yves Rocher. Such a tragedy with that one. Okay, next we have, this one's gonna stay right here in my project pan, because it won't take long for me to get through this. This is Ellis Brooklyn Bee. I bought this to test when it first came out. I just wanted to smell it. I really like this one. It's a really cozy, like honey perfume, but it's got like a grain in it. I don't know, and actually I don't know if it does have a grain in it. I totally can't even remember what the notes on this one are. But it smells like honey and grain, and I love it. It's not too sweet. It's really cozy. It almost has like a fuzzy kind of ambrette type of fragrance to it. I really think it's nice. I really enjoy it, but I would not want a full bottle of it because it performs terribly. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave this in the project pan. This one I will definitely work through. This was full when I started this year, and this is where it's at now. In fact, you can see on camera. So I've probably got 2 more wears and I'll get through this one. So that is Ellis Brooklyn Bee. Oh, I forgot that I put this one in here. This is Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works. This is another one. This was full at the beginning of the year. I love Warm Vanilla Sugar, but this is the newer formulation that's just really, really weak. So yeah, I'll just work through this one. It was full at the beginning of the year, and that's how much I have left. Probably 2 more wears and that one will be gone. So I'll keep working on that one. Next, I have got Ellis Brooklyn Sweet. This is a beautiful pear and ambrette fragrance. I really love this one. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite pear and ambrette combination perfumes. I think it is stunning, but the performance on this is so, so bad that I would never buy a full bottle of it, only because of that. But I do think it is one of the best pear ambrette fragrances on the market. It is gorgeous. This one was full when we started at the beginning of the year, and I've got about 1 more wear in this. It's about right there. So I'll just leave that one in. I'll give that one more good wear and finish it up. This next one I added kind of on a whim. This is Ariana Grande. I think this is Rem. Yeah, I don't even know because there isn't a name on this. I'm pretty sure this is Rem. Yeah, this is another, I think this is another pear and ambrette, if I remember correctly, but this smells different. It doesn't even smell like what I remember it smelling like. Let me spray a little bit on. No, is this Rem? Or is this God as a Woman? Actually, I think this is God as a Woman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is God as a Woman. But I'm not, whatever it is, I don't love it. I don't think it's special. I don't think there's anything great about it. I'm kind of over Ariana Grande, like the newer Ariana Grande perfumes. I love Ari, I like Sweet Like Candy, but all of the, and Cloud, up until Cloud, and then I feel like everything that she's released after Cloud smells really, really similar. And I've heard that the two new ones that came out are like really not good at all. So anyways, I added this one just because I want to work through it, like all my Ariana Grande fragrances. And yeah, I don't think I ever even reached for this one or wore it. I think this is God as a Woman. Yeah, I'm quite sure this is God as a Woman. It reminds me of, it's got that the same base that Cloud has. It's got the same base that Thank You Next has. So they all end up smelling the same when they start to dry down. But yeah, I'll leave this one in and I'll try to work through this one. I just don't love it. Holy cow, I did not expect this video to be as long as it has been. This is the last one. This is a fragrance from Dapper. I adore this perfume. This is their formulation of Creed Sublime Vanille. This one was almost full when I started this year. I didn't put a mark on this one. This is one of the ones that I added a little bit later. All of the ones that came later, I didn't mark, but this was close to full when we started this year. And I'm about halfway through this one. This one's not going to be hard for me to finish up this year because I absolutely adore this perfume. This has made me really, really want a bottle of the Real Thing, and the Real Thing is so stupid expensive. Oh, but I want a bottle of it so badly because I know if the Dapper version is good, the original is going to be really, really good. And I want it so bad. There's nothing special about this. It's just a warm, light, delicate vanilla fragrance. It's like maybe the slightest bit floral. It's beautiful. I love it. So yeah, I feel like I did really good with that one, and I will definitely continue working on this and I'll get through it this year. So anyways, guys, that is my final update for my project pan for 2022. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.